We're about to take it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights.
Watch this.
And a mind.
Welcome to Mice in the Mind. We're here.
Yeah, and one of us is drunk. It ain't me or Joe.
We're not gonna judge you.
yeah, we Joe.
Hey y'all.
What's going on?
Hello. How's your week been? It is Thursday and we've made it. Every time it's Thursday, I'm like, yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
I ain't got finished yet. What are you eating?
Oh, you can see that popcorn.
I hear the noise.
Oh,
No, good to see everybody. Who we got? LaDanya. Always good to see you, sweetie. Dex, Kodak Dex. Robin, always good to see you, sweetie. Andre.
Hello.
Good to see you. Everybody else late.
hey y'all.
They all late.
Let me see.
All late.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, has anything interesting happened this weekend? Oh, this week. Shalom. Has
I'm
life
alive.
been? What you said, preacher?
I said, nothing. Just I've been all over the place, getting burnt, trying to clean up other people's stuff. And I tell you what, we got the Wendy J. Oh, the J. What's going on, Jay? Miss J.
Not me. I don't know what the not me, Chelsea. What?
Oh, that's trouble. Into my son's trouble.
We're about to talk about.
else. Well, good. So, let me see. Good. Well, we won't have Wayne on. He'll be later, won't come or whatever. So,
yeah, he had to go. He had to get his ugly inspected. So they said it's gonna take a while because it got like ugly, like catastrophe, and he's like 9 steps under that. So they got to find out how do you actually grade ugly.
Yeah, I heard that we're doing scans to see if there's any structures they can change.
Yeah,
but so far, nothing. No. We can't really do much.
I told him don't go.
Wasting his time, but I mean, he wants to try. So.
Wasting time. It's good, don't. Well, we got a great show. I'm gonna do like Dwayne. Well, we got a great show lined up for y'all tonight. And we want to be interactive, and you can chime in and share your thoughts with us tonight. You should be able to get your voices heard tonight because Wayno's not here. Okay.
Join in. Come join the show.
So you can
be nice.
Share your thoughts. We'll hear them. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right.
Gonna be a fun show.
Okay, let's see.
Don't laugh too hard, Dexter. He's listening. I know he's listening.
We might be listening. One thing we know about him, he can't hear. Tell that about his response.
That's true.
So is it still smoky in where you guys live?
Yes. Oh my goodness. You've heard about what's going on in Georgia. Is it just in Georgia or is it actually in the South that all this time?
Quarter
It's
two.
just in Georgia.
No, it's not true.
It started in Georgia. It started. The wildfire started there.
It smells like burned when I not by my house, but close to my house. It smells like burned. I was like, what's going
Have you been
on?
cooking?
No, sir. I did not burn my food.
I never said that. Now you took that from there. I don't know what to tell you.
No, Bridget, I know you.
I know. I just answered someone.
I
Have you
know
been
where that was
cooking?
going.
Every time I be cooking, it smells like something burning. I'm like,
Never. Actually, I burned the rice when I was like 9 and never again.
Oh, so you burn up now.
Oh, I ain't burn rice.
My mama told me to do the rice and she never taught me. It burned the rice because I didn't know I had to put water in there.
Oh,
So the rice
what?
burned.
Water
She
in the
told
pot.
me make the rice before I get to work from work, and I'm like, okay. So I put the rice in there and it burned.
Oh my!
But yeah, I learned from that.
That's scary. You
Never
burned up
again.
water.
At what age do you learn to cook? Because you cook really good. Tawanya, at what age do you learn to cook?
Girl,
Oh, 22.
Here we go.
about 20 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
About maybe like 20.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was 9 years old, Akira. Why am I going to be
Okay.
reading
I
anything?
told her 22.
20.
She
I cooked
tried
before I
to-
got married.
How old when you make? Well, that was 20 when you cooked that little sausage. That little stunt you pulled.
That
on me.
little sausage. Ooh, that's all you.
She cooked a hot leg for me, trying to induce me. Cooked a little hot leg boiled it,
Induce you.
and she made
Induce
one
you.
one little egg.
But she
Induce you
didn't
or
do it because
seduce
she's
you.
married.
I couldn't
Yeah.
induce him because I ain't no doctor. What I'm getting?
She-
Yeah,
he-
that's what did, induce.
You induced him to get married with you.
Exactly, induce me. That's right.
Back in my head. No.
So listen, what's the answer? Why are you? Who is that? Locker there. You know me and her don't get along for nothing.
She
Wow.
said, "Why didn't you read?" I was 9 years old, Lakira. I was not reading anything. I
Zakira.
put
Locker mess. I call it locker mess. I still call it mess. I seen her last night. And I was gonna have the police come and tow her car and her while she in it. Trespassing. Call her.
Wow.
Oh yeah, definitely don't like her. Cause she
It
just
worked,
trouble.
Mom.
Yeah, has
That's
too
what I'm
much going on all the time. What did the cow got going on? We was in
You
the
talking
cow.
about
The cow was great. The cow was envious. People still envious of the cow. Man, let me tell you something. My niece was in the Air Force. She didn't retire. She out now. I think she was. Goodness, she ought to be. Well, she almost 50. What is she for? No, she 40 something. Retired nurse, and then she back in school. But she'll tell you, boy, woo, she'll tell you she was in the military trying to Air Force. She said, well, like, you from Decatur? Decatur, where it's great. Everybody know Atlanta. It don't matter where you go in the earth. People know Atlanta. You go to Africa, they'll tell you we know Atlanta.
one of the
True.
things that I've learned about Georgians is that you guys have pride about the state. You cannot.
Not really.
I speak to a Georgian person. It's like, this is the best state. We have so.
It really
like-
is. You're right.
It really is, though.
You're right.
I'm
You're
like-
right. Because I've done that. You're right.
I'm stepping
You are
back.
Because we do. We have the best. We do.
But let me tell you something. All Jersey, New York, them got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Philly, all of them, it's restaurants. The crime
And
is
beaches.
terrible. I mean, they stay open all the time. Look at they get on the bus, people defecating on the bus, people playing instruments, blocking up stuff, people on the street doing stuff. So I mean, some of that fun, you could buy a hot dog or something on the street. That's gotta be, it's
No, but
usual.
Jersey is a
Yeah,
garden
those-
state, preacher. We have a
Oh.
lot of garden in Jersey. It's a garden state.
Oh, yeah.
So we
yeah.
have a lot of greenery and a lot of
No, I
beach.
know what to call it. A lot of beach.
That's nice. I would take that.
Greenery around the beach.
We have
She said, and.
we have beach. We have like a whole bunch of beaches. We have Inglewood, Wildwood, which is the last beach, Cape May, which is the last beach of New Jersey. Then we have Seaside High. We have beaches across. Now the New York beaches are nasty. I won't go there, but New Jersey has a couple of nice, okay beaches
Yeah, I wouldn't swim in that stuff.
and
But how
garden.
many
The
dead
garden.
bodies? Ain't no tell how many dead bodies the mafia done left in that stuff.
I mean, it's true.
Y'all
I
gotta
don't
worry
know about that.
Y'all gotta worry about the mafia. Y'all gotta worry about MS-13. Y'all gotta worry about all
We don't
the
have-
things. Y'all don't have black. Y'all
I
got
didn't.
Italian, green,
I
black,
saw more. I saw more of Bloods and Cribs than I saw MS-13.
Okay, but they out there.
Yeah, they are
You,
different. They are.
you weren't hanging out in the right places.
They are
See, I
different.
can tell you, if you know how to speak El Spaniel, you'll run into them like me. I run into them all the time.
Espanol. See.
Yeah, that
You're
too.
so-
You getting close, need a little work.
Oh, that's why you run out to them because you speak Spanish. Like I forgot.
Oh yeah, I be saying them all the time. You know what
The
I'm
only
saying?
thing is that Georgia doesn't have any like water that we can swim in. Like that's the only thing I feel like Georgia's
Pool. What you mad at for? You get out there, you get shark bit and drug off somewhere. Go get a pool, put it in your backyard, cut your trees down, and enjoy yourself. Georgia is like, the thing about Georgia, what you got is the fact you can come to Georgia. You can have no skills like, for it's like educational skill trade, and you can hustle. You can, it's something you can do. It's a lot of events going on down here. It's a lot of people to meet. And not that it's not in Jersey, places like that, New York, Cali. People kind of different about helping you kind of get going, but you can meet people of your ethnicity. Whether Indian, Chinese, Hispanic, but you can meet. It's some people that it can help you. You can't run into some people. It's bad people everywhere, and I'm sure in New York, but everybody they're kind of like look out for scams, so people don't really fool with you. We got scammers here. Shoot, man, it's like you can make it. If you can't make it down here in Georgia, you can. People come in, they crash. I'm going back. I like you. Can't. You're a loser. Look, you came down here. Are you making it?
And
you
been
got
a lot better.
Wrong, correct?
It's been a lot better.
If she got opportunity for even better growth than she would have had if she'd have stayed where she was.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody. Now they called us a quote unquote black Mecca. Is it stopping you from doing anything?
No.
But you see what I'm saying? I tell people come here and lose, go back. Oh man, Georgia's too hard. The money is different, but you can see you get more for your buck though.
Yeah, I agree.
And you don't have to downsize your lifestyle in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? You can live in a nice neighborhood, good place like that. You get a place nice. You ain't even got a yard. You take 2 steps, you just cross the Dunn Expressway.
It depends. It's expensive, but you could have a little bit of yard.
And how much you gonna pay for a little bit of yard?
Like 800,000 for a house that's decent. That's starting.
If you spend 800,000 down here, you been here. What kind of house you can get down here? A 2-bedroom? 3-bed?
No, it's a nice house. No, it's pretty big.
What you gonna have? A 2-step yard?
No, it's true. It's absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yep.
Yeah, you can't compare. It ain't like you gonna be downside. People come see from. They be like 800,000. They gonna be the house you get down here. You take up there is gonna be worth about $2 million.
Absolutely. Yep. Like like the house, but the neighborhood by Conyers, by the area you guys, that would be really expensive in New Jersey. Really expensive. Maybe 1 point or 2 is really expensive. Yeah.
I'm saying you can live. That's the thing, though. That's why people say you can live. You get in a place, man, you can't live out there then the hustling, but then you can kind of be out and you can still get to the city. We got traffic, but you can get this city before tomorrow.
Horrible, preacher. Atlanta is horrible.
But I'm saying this, because of the construction. Once the construction kind of gets finished, you can move through a lot better. The traffic that you'll sit in New York, you ain't gonna have people hitting you in traffic and then just drive off and people knock you off the road. You know, we got traffic, but it's not crazy like, you get in them places. I mean, it's jam-packed. You can't park on the street. You can park on the street here and come back in your car, not sitting in another neighborhood because somebody, the trash truck done grabbed your truck and pushed your car and pushed it around 8 blocks. Yes, you can tell up there it's not for a trash truck to hit your vehicle. Yeah,
New York is horrible. Like there's people that won't drive there. I've drove there because I had to, but there's people that will not drive there. Now, New Jersey is a little different. New Jersey is a little bit more chill. Like it's calmer than New York, I would say.
Look at now she made it in New York. She worked in Bloomsburg. She used to work for Bloomsburg. Now she took a pay cut to move down. She'll tell you it's a lot more. You can move around better. You can grow. I mean, even for females, a woman, a quote unquote black woman, Hispanic woman, a white woman, whatever, you can make it down here. A lot of
Yeah.
them with the guys that just, I mean, people just, I don't know, they just find reason. Me, I look at this. I don't care where you put me at. You know, I can swim. I can swim in the desert.
Me too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
I'm-
but preacher,
I'm-
go ahead. I'm really curious, and I'm sure the audience are curious
yeah.
about this. What? So you were saying Thule cooked a sausage for you and
a hot link, boiled water, 1 egg.
seduced you,
Yes, to induce me.
induce you, right?
No, not seduce, induce me.
So she induced you with that sausage. How did she do that sausage that it was so delicious that she was able to?
I didn't say it was so delicious. I felt bad for her. She want me, I'm just telling my cook. I'm telling married material. I'm like,
Okay.
I want to took a chance. I ate it. It was like one little egg. Cause she didn't know how to like do portion size and stuff like that. Little size. Like now she cooks. People are, oh, you cook for me, cook for me. She can cook.
Good, yeah.
But that ain't where she started at. Oh no. No.
Oh wow.
No. Listen, everything she cooked was smoky.
So she just like do like smoked chicken, things like that is what she would do for you.
No, like
I know
burn
these
up.
folks-
It's like the stove cooking, burning up.
These
letting
folks
it-
did not tune in to hear about the tales of
This
Thule.
is incredible
okay?
how she induced you. And
Yeah.
The tales of Thule. Nobody can hear for
I mean,
that.
yes, y'all
So-
do. These folks, they want to know about it. Look at that. She's saying this is unhinged. People need to know facts.
people love it. I'm telling you. They
Hey, yo.
love
Huh.
Yeah, listen, I'm trying to tell you, he said Tybee Island.
People good. I would have never
moved
thought.
into the 1950s. Nobody goes to Tybee Island. That's slave country. So
But you
now-
know what? Usually good cooks learn at later when they get married. I've heard, yeah.
I used to cook. I used to do a lot of cooking before I got married. I used to do a lot of cooking.
Not
You know
for
how-
me,
yes,
though.
all that cooking. You know,
Not for
I
me. Not
got
for
her
me.
trained up. Listen,
Not for me.
I finally got her. But I mean, you know what happened? Let me tell you something. The life I lived in past, a lot of stuff I had that kind of time to kind of do it. Like I used to like to cook. So I would cook and barbecue because I managed to cook a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, you start cooking, then you got friends. So like it makes you kind of cook. I would go fishing a lot. So then I'm cleaning fish, fillet them, you know, frying them and everything. You're trying different stuff, doing it. But you know, you get out of that stuff. You like, she a good cook. I don't have to do it. So that's a compliment to you. I was able to put the apron up.
Oh,
and
no, I don't
everything.
need it.
Yes, you do need it.
No, I
I
don't.
didn't put burn all that stuff. So I'm done. I'm through. I don't watch enough burn up. I finally got her trained. She had some work. A lot of people work with her. A lot of different techniques and other things had to get her right. Because I mean, she was in dire need. She was about to be a single woman. Man,
Oh my gosh.
you can't cook.
Like
I
I
can't
said.
even listen. All these people, all that sex. You can't do so much sex on the empty
Uh-oh.
stomach.
What in the world? But
I
look,
need food.
you can't look at it now though. It's
Now we can have sex and eat.
and you good too. 'Cause you,
Or eat while you're having sex. It don't make a difference.
no. I'm talking about eating good.
How about hot plate
Preacher,
fall on you?
what is going on? All right.
Hot plate.
All right, Thule, we're gonna start the show before it turns. It's too
Please
early
do it.
right now.
Now, what's in the news? What y'all want to talk about? Because y'all,
There you go. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about.
Look at
they say
Danielle
food
was.
is an
I feel you, Danielle.
aphrodisiac.
I'm just. We're gonna move forward now. We already
Now
knew.
think
What,
about a hot plate fall on you.
definitely, it's over now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's over after the hot place.
If you got a spouse that won't move, drop a hot plate on them and watch them get smooth.
Somebody
I
said
tell
this is a lot.
Yeah, it is a whole hot plate. Well, think about what some oxtails, hot cook, and they just fall off and just fall on your spouse or fall on your spouse's stomach or back. I don't know what you're doing.
I'll be upset. All that money was wasted. Those oxtails are expensive right now.
So you get burned at the problem is how expensive oxtails are.
Yeah,
Or it's how much
there you
I
go.
touch.
Yes.
They just take the burn, it's too expensive to be losing.
Like, how dare you? This is wasting money.
Skin peeling, everything, bone stuck to it. She's like, I'm just mad about how much you
Preacher, that's not gonna happen like that.
you got oxtail tattoos on your back. They're like, what gang is that you in?
I'm like, don't talk to me right now. This is expensive.
That's exactly. Don't even worry about the
Ooh.
burn. Unhinged. You are unhinged.
So
He said,
I
if I gotta cry, I'm gonna cry. I know that, right? You gotta cry. You follow. So I said, mess them up. Oh my goodness, what happened? You marry somebody? Listen, I'm encouraging y'all. Any men out there, do not marry a woman 35 years older than you. It will hurt you in the long run. I'm suffering now.
True that.
You're
True
suffering,
that.
preacher.
I'm not gonna tell her. Yes,
Ooh, we are
Look,
she
with
came
each
and got
other.
me in my youth, black hair and everything. Listen, I still have black hair for one. I slept on her pillow one night by accident. Woke up, everything white.
Definitely.
but they do say that
Black hair.
younger men are dating older women more
done.
than ever.
Guess what? I'm stopping. I'm finna break the mold.
I know that's what's
I'm
happening
done.
right now.
I need to look with
because-
somebody my
oh, yeah,
age.
oh, don't lazy.
I need to look around my age group, and I didn't. I wound up, here I was a young kid, young spry, didn't know no better. Let her induce me with that sausage and the one egg, and I didn't know no better. I ain't know about a full meal plan, none of that stuff. Ain't know about health and nutrition. I
I don't even know how I cook the egg. I don't eat eggs. Then eat eggs. Then don't eat eggs now.
That's right. She don't even like eggs, so she did a big effort for you. That was huge.
That was not a big effort.
Thanks.
Listen, the burner egg is not a gift, okay?
Because she don't like eggs, so she did an effort for you. But there is the first clip, Tuli. And see if you can present so we can.
Also, before you get there, let me say this: if you could, man, could you keep your mouth closed? You heard the game. The game is not meant to be told; it's meant to be sold. Okay. I love my wife. Okay. So please stop coming and putting your stuff on there. Okay. Thank you. Don't mess up my happy home. Anyway, move on. Go ahead, Najo. What you saying?
We're gonna play the first clip you sent, preacher.
Oh yes. You're gonna play
All
which one?
right, let's see. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh shoot. Wait. Hold on. Okay, let me go back to this. Let me see if it can allow me to share my screen. What it did?
So I got one question for y'all. Riddle.
What? What is it? Go. Huh?
What is it?
He didn't say it. Oh, okay.
What did the baby cub say to the mama bear? We were trying to put on his coat.
Say what?
We was trying to put on his coat.
Okay, what did the baby bear say to his mother when he was trying to put on his coat? You can't just okay. Give me a hug. Give me a bear hug.
No, bear with me. It was taking a while.
Richard, you been hanging out with Val?
I think I have. And I'm
that is so terrible. That was really like.
Listen, we were talking about bear. You said bear.
I don't even think you said it right.
I mean, I did what I could. Bear came. I couldn't figure out how to get you to bear and understand bear. So I just thought about bear, and the only way you can get it, and it went Val. Shane.
It's Val. I blame it on Val.
Gotta be. He is definitely known for bad jokes.
Wow. Let me see.
Y'all cub with us.
I could try to do it. Terrible at best. What? You see?
Quay. No, you didn't. Quay. Oh, Quay. You done. You know what? Brit 50%, you 49. You done. That's done. There go Brit. Brit pulling up. Brit. Quay 40, you 60. You're 60%. My baby coming.
Val, stay away from preacher. That's what I'm saying, Brit.
I blame Val. Thank you. Because I know I had who that. Preacher, that was terrible. I threw some tomatoes, but groceries to it. What? Oh, you done? I'm gonna throw some expensive bricks at you. My jokes are great. Yeah, just don't tell them. Val, stay away. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
My baby. Look, her little COVID-27. Keep my name out your mouth. Oh my goodness. Who you calling COVID-27?
Aggressive.
2 thumbs down. That's you need to stop. You need to learn to keep your mouth out of people's marriages too. A young guy got to come up.
Exactly.
It's not your fault, preacher. We know you. We know who to blame. Thank you so much. No, you down, Quace. You down to 40%. You know what? 100% Andrew.
Andrick, stop it.
Andrew, don't we get married, man? Because he's like honesty. He just honesty, integrity. He just like it's a good, clean camaraderie. Well, yeah. Have you got it lit? Have you got it loaded up yet? I'm about to change our glass up here. I don't know these.
I'm looking. Hold on.
You got it, Tully? If not, I could try to percent.
I'm trying to share it. Can you share it?
I could try to do it. Give me 1 second. Let me see. 1 second.
I got a joke. I might hop. What? I might hop on. Please come on. We want to come on, please. So let me ask some way. Is it a kind of way like you can slam the computer close on somebody? Like you just slam a phone down. And so something else too was said. Y'all look. Y'all see how quiet and peaceful it is on here without him. Ain't y'all enjoying it? It's like that serenity.
It's serenity. Yeah, I see it. Okay, I got it. Can you guys see it?
I could put it up now. When we put it up now.
No, I'm presenting the screen, so I just want to know if you guys could see it.
Well, I just put it up there. We couldn't at first. I put it up there now. Everybody can see it.
Okay, good.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. The family of a Valdosta teen found dead at school over 10 years ago is continuing their push for justice. Fox 5's Kim Leffler is at the live desk. She has more on the actions they want the Court of Appeals to take. Kim?
Well, Tyler, hundreds of people with the organization Israel United in Christ took to the streets in downtown Atlanta demanding justice for Kendrick Johnson. His family says law enforcement has ruled their son's death an accident. Police say classmates at Lowndes High School in Valdosta found Kendrick Johnson's body in an upright rolled gym mat in January of 2013. The family says investigators say Johnson was reaching for his shoe in the mat when he got stuck, but Johnson's family believes someone killed him. The family filed a federal lawsuit against the GBI and Lowndes County Sheriff's Office last year. They were in Atlanta today to ask the Court of Appeals to take action.
Follow the evidence, look at the evidence, and just do the right thing because we've been going through this so long now. And like I said, there's enough evidence right before the court to, prove that Kendrick did not die the way they said he died.
Johnson's family has called law enforcement's response to his death a cover-up. Now we'll have much more from the family coming up later on tonight on Fox 5 News at 10 and News Edge at 11. At the live desk, Kim Leffler, Fox 5 News.
And we'll look.
Okay.
That's a story for those watching about a young boy. Like I said, about 10 years ago, that was down in Valdosta, Georgia. For people that might not be familiar with the story, and they found him under the bleachers, wrapped up in a mat, rolled in a mat. They found him dead, and when they found him dead, the conclusion was he committed suicide. And people have been arguing about this for years, that it makes zero sense that he could have possibly killed himself, rolled himself in a mat, and put himself under the bleachers. But it just shows you, the kind of foolishness we've been told for years being here in America. It's not just him, but I definitely want to put the emphasis on America. Her wrong and her shame always come back to find her out. And, people won't admit, just how rotten and wicked you have to be to do this to an individual, especially a child. Anybody. I don't care. There's a lot of people in life I'm not fond of, and I'm not particularly, they care to be in the presence of with, but me taking them and murdering them is not my right. I think what we lose in life is not learning how to understanding people. People have differences of opinion about things and see facts differently. But when you move to, that it's your right to exterminate a human being because you don't like their color, their hair texture, them living somewhere near you, I think you moved into a real sickness. I think that sickness should be punishable by death, and by the parents or by the loved ones. Let's be honest. If you decide you want to take somebody's life because of who they are as a person, and it's not them trying to take your life or take something from you, I don't get that. I just don't get it. But that's me. What's the backup story? So it's kind of gave me a heads up. So this has been going on for years. Apparently a year ago now, about they went out marching, still trying to get justice. The parents have been adamant that they were confident their son did not kill himself. She said when the family did the autopsy, all the organs were gone and replaced with newspapers. That's possible. It's possible that he could have done that he really could have taken a sharp object and, surgically, castrated himself and took his organs out, then put himself inside of a mat and rolled himself up, and then picked the mat up and put it behind the bleachers. I mean, all of this is very much plausible. There's probably about a 3% chance that he didn't do it, but 97% says all of this is pointing back to the young kid did it himself. Now, we have a follow-up story that just came out. If you'd be so kind to let them see the follow-up story.
Oh, I think it's a picture you sent, right, Preacher?
Should have been a video.
I see a picture, but I can find the video.
I sent a video, I think.
Let me see.
This is something.
No, I see a picture, but let me find Kendrick. Now, do you think that this hate, because I feel like it's like hate, like is this ever going to stop, or is this a continuous thing?
Never.
Wow.
There's no reason for it to stop. Until you change the hearts of people, don't look for change from people. That's just being honest. The only way to change people's heart, and I didn't believe it at one time, is not through guns and violence and bullets and knives, as we think, and protesting. It's through education. If you don't teach people, none of us, I'm not homeless. I live decent, I'm not broke. I'm definitely nowhere near rich. But for me to say it's because of myself I have what I have would be to be ignorant. If you have lived any length of time and you made it to a reasonable amount of adulthood, maybe say at minimum 40, I would say, life would definitely teach you just how fortunate you are and not lucky. You're gifted, as people might think, is fortunate. And, you have to learn to appreciate that and realize nobody picks their end in a sense. Well, people make their own decisions. People don't. And white people honestly believe that they wouldn't steal, lie, and cheat and rob and defraud people because they feel like you can make it. But you're typically making it because you're taking from other people and you're not being fair. And when people realize how much we learn to appreciate the fact of being allowed to be able to be in our situation, then you would appreciate people and leave people alone. People have enough problems. People have enough issues. Nobody went through a line and picked the wrong color. Like, you shouldn't have been black. Okay, I picked black. Well, you should have been Hispanic. So a person actually can pick to be Hispanic. You can pick to be white. If there was a race that was actually more superior than everybody else, who wouldn't pick it?
Right.
Then it was superiority. But when whites, and it ain't every white, but we talking about the masses when it come down to how the thinking process. That's not talking about every individual, because there are great people in every race, just like there are rotten people in every race, especially in the so-called Negro. But, the fact that they don't realize, in order for them to have what they call their superiority or their intelligence or excellence, it's because you deframe other people. You enslave other people. You take from other people. You lie on other people. You don't have it because you actually go out and do the work. You claim to build America and pull up your bootstraps when you actually built America from slaves. You enslaved the people who were here, and you brought more of the same people that were here. So you influxed everybody, erased the memory of the people that were here to make them think they were the people that were brought in. So a lot of people that were brought in or believed to be brought in weren't actually brought in. You were here before they came. But part of the rhetoric is keeping people confused.
And now, is there a particular reason you feel like this particular group targets this other particular group? It feels like this group has a hate towards this particular group, right? And I don't want to say in particular, like, but white people killing black people. Like, why is that happening? Is there a reason, or it's just does that come from back in the days? Can you explain that a little bit, or what you think that's happening, or why it's been happening?
Ignorance can also cause fear. I think that most of it is fear. It's not more hate than it is fear. Not being able to understand the complexity of, and you got to look and see, there isn't a race on the planet that has been more denigrated, robbed, raped, induced with drugs, crime, infested, with disease and everything, and drugs. And yet, we still tend to what? Aspire. We still tend to keep moving and keep going. And, and there are people in our groups, rightfully so, angry and have hatred toward it. It's rightfully so when you look at it from their position. I'm not advocating, but I can understand. I can't tell a victim how they need to react. Right now, hypothetically, you were being raped. Right this instant, I come in, I say, calm down. You need to just calm down. How is that possible? Impossible. I don't know how traumatic, so how overwhelmed you are. You need to calm down. You need to calm down right now. It's like, are you serious? So when police officers or other people engage what we call a so-called Negro, you don't know the trauma they already dealt with. Like you'll see us on the news, they be like, they so hyper. You talking about when they've watched, when they've been told that the police were the people that took them off and put them in chain gangs, which led them to work on plantations and prisons. From prison, you went right to working on farms. So the slavery never stopped. They just did it through the prison system.
Right.
I mean, it looked like it was economical for the state. So they always find a way to incriminate you in order to enslave you. Then they put you on probation where you constantly paying every month for somebody to do nothing. They always find a way for you to pay them or to be paid by whatever it is you do. So the slavery never stopped. So when you see what we call a so-called Negro man, Negro woman, they seem to be kind of hyper or seem to be upset. It's because why wouldn't they be when you look at their condition? It's just some of us just learn to react a little differently. But I definitely wouldn't be the person to go and make it my job to go and put the calm down button on the so-called Negro, because I don't know how his trauma has affected him. I know how my trauma has affected me. And I know what directives or direction I have to take based off of the trauma in order to keep my survival.
Now, that's very interesting that you say the trauma. I deal with that. How can people get over that trauma? It's I feel like the root is so deep when it comes to that topic. And so that's something that I feel like I can't help. I can only give brief help because it's not something I can relate to. So what would you say to someone that has that rooted in them and it's hard for them to get over? And then for some people, it's hard for them to move forward in life because they have that hatred in their heart and in their mind. So how can someone get over that happened for years?
Again, I think it kind of relates back to, and I've been guilty of trying to tell the so-called Negro how he or she should react. Again, when it's your trauma, it's something. I think it becomes a case of where you want to be in life. Do you want to be a person that's continually hung up and not productive because you tend to kind of linger on what happened, or kind of deal with how do you start making preservation again? Because the whole end of slavery was for white preservation. white existence to continue. It was never involving the so-called Negro. That's why after a period of time, he could afford to let him go. He learned a different way of enslaving him. He didn't have to keep him on his property. You see what I'm saying? It was to put him somewhere else and he can still be paid by him. Just like working from home. They teach you how you can work from home. You don't even have to go to the job. Well, he learned that keeping the so-called Negro at the business was costing him more money. If he let the Negro work from home, he can make money. Everybody keep that as some kind of new program, working from home. It's not new. Slave masters, did you know that slave masters actually went out of business? Thomas Jefferson, the second greatest president of the United States of America, they would call it, was a man who actually went bankrupt from slavery. How do you go bankrupt from free? You're not paying your employees. You pay one time when you buy them. Oh, to feed them and clothe them. You're getting free labor. You're eating, they're getting the scraps. You're not taking them to Macy's and J.C. Penney's and Marshalls. You're giving them clothes that you wore that's torn up, that they got to sew and fix, shoes that's too little, pants that's too tight and too, so it shows you the type of the kind of recompense that came back to them from their own hatred and their own fear of us. You know what I'm saying? That hatred became because of the fear. You saw people that could survive on their own, royalty, and how they treated each other. Yeah, there were wars, there were problems like with any race, but we survived and we made it. And when they came across us and they looking at the skin color, the melon, we weren't subject and prone to certain ailments and diseases that he had. What did he do? He started inducing with the disease that he could find, he could create. Anything to tear them down, to make them find themselves to be, or to belittle them. And a lot of that came with putting them in situations where it's impossible to look up and see the good in yourself. If I'm you every day, I'm constantly calling you a negative name. If I'm constantly, giving you the less of, I'm constantly deframing you, I'm not letting you get rest. It's eventually, it doesn't matter how much pride you have, eventually you will tear down.
Right.
You submit. It's just like with Iran today. Look at him. The answer to any of the Iran conflict is not conversation. It's not dialogue. It's not how do we do business. It's I'll bomb the whole blanking place, make it a parking lot, and kill them all civilians. Where have we heard this at before? Is this a new conversation? I'm a proponent. Any old white man over the age of 60 has no business in politics, no business in it, because your mindset just bad. It's bad that you think the answer to people is killing them.
Right.
As soon as somebody white dies, it's a national crisis.
Yeah, it's right. It's true. It's true.
So the answer to that, I don't think any one person could give a direct answer that would solve that problem, because again, with you being a therapist, it's just how bad and how deep the trauma is. You can get a person who's been molested. I've been molested before. I'm not going to go and molest somebody else. I don't agree with them. I think it's a terrible occupation and the worst thing to do to a child. But there are people that just overcome it because they refuse to allow things to hold them down. Then you got people, it's going to scar them the rest of their life. They'll never be the same. They'll never get over it.
Yeah.
It won't be necessarily them doing it to somebody else, but they can never be in a relationship. They just never trust people. They can never be around people. So that trauma for them is that strenuous I couldn't just say, hey, you need to just you need to go. No, because everybody deal with it differently.
Right.
I think it's one clear-cut answer with people, and you gotta want to be free.
That's
you
right.
gotta want to be better than who you are. Like me, I want to be better than every situation that deframe me or put me down. And so whatever I have to do to get above it, that's what I strive to do. Some people like staying under it because it's that pity you get. You know what I'm saying? It's that excuse you can always use. You can't spell a word. One time I was molested. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford something for $20. I was molested. You call somebody, don't call back. Well, I was molested. And then you called the wrong number. You know what I'm saying? If you went up there, you did have enough money. It wasn't $20. It was actually $2, but you always looking for the negative, that things just look outside of your comprehension. You know what I'm saying? Or your capacity.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think one of the main things is that how hard are you willing to fight? That's just it. But we have a clip of from what you saying, so I'm gonna play that clip right now.
Also, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
When you were questioning me, would you question me like a patient?
Not at all, sir.
I feel like a patient.
No, not at all.
You would question me like a patient.
Not at all. It's just interesting to hear that, because a lot of the, believe it or not, a lot of the things I use now in my career is a lot of the things you teach. And although a lot of the people don't know our teaching, the natural brain learns that way. And although I can't explain them, our teaching, I could definitely bring them out and where, hey, maybe this is something you can do, maybe not relatable to what we believe, but something that can help their brain. And I use a lot of the things I learned in your teachings from my career. And I wanted people to hear that, because how can they heal? I mean, certain people for years haven't healed. And the difference that I've seen in people that have healed or are overcoming things is that how hard are they willing to fight? How bad do they want it? And that's in everything.
Yeah. I think that the empathy level that we have for people has to have a cutoff to make people do better. I used before I had a friend years ago, we used to call ourselves blood brothers. And we took a piece of glass, you watch Cowboy when they take a knife and they would cut their hand and put the hand like that and be like, now you blood brother. So we took a piece of glass and cut it. Wasn't that deep. So we did that. I was my blood brother. I don't know if he even remember that now. He's a little old now. But anyway, 1 year older than me anyway. So I remember we played basketball and I get mad. I walk out the court because I want that attention. He'll grab somebody else like, let's keep going. I'd be so mad with him because I'm like, I don't believe you. This game need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't playing. I'm mad. Something didn't go my way and you need to support me, and stop the game. He'd say all his saying to be, don't let one monkey stop the show. Just grab another gorilla and let the show go, or ape. Boy, that thing used to cut me so bad in my heart because I'm like, I want everything to stop because I'm not playing. And what happens and what I learned is when you have people with those type of hurts that continue with them, that's the mentality they have. I want everything to stop because I'm not doing something. And the factual reality is life doesn't stop. And when people like me watching them go on and nobody's saying they never say it like, come on back in, you want to play. No, you're done. That was a thing in life later I learned to use as a motivation. That stuff don't stop because of your hurt. The world don't stop turning because of you. So a lot of time what hurt a lot of those people who want to use I was molested or I didn't have my mom or dad around. I don't know who my mama, and that's probably a good thing you don't know who they are. So at the end of the day, it gives you an opportunity to carve out your way. Everybody get different situations. You got to carve your own way out. That's just how it is. The thing with most people don't know what a snake. Do you know a snake is never reared or raised? You'll never find a mother snake with baby snakes. When snakes are born, they take off on their own. They instinctively, once they hatch from the instinctively, they hunt. You know what they'll never hunt when they come out of the shell? An elephant. Or, no, I mean, not the mother. They just don't hunt anything outside of their capabilities. That's automatic coming from the shell.
Interesting.
They know how to go, set, wait. They don't go through a class. You'll never find a snake with baby snakes.
Right.
They have to make it on their own. And people have to learn, just like we do in nature. They don't go around saying, well, I ain't never have a mom. Look at me. If I had arms and legs, then I'd be able to move. No, they learn how to move on their belly.
Yeah.
If they had ears, I could hear. They learn how to pick up vibrations. This life, you learn how to exist in it, or you'll let it consume you by its hurts, by its woes, by its disappointment. You got to learn how to exist in it.
Right. And do you feel like maybe for you guys, maybe environment has played? Because a little bit about me, when I was growing up, I grew up with no parents. I grew up with my grandparents, and I never saw myself, I never felt sorry for myself, but nobody ever told me. Like I was growing up as that was normal. But when I finally figured out in my mind, I had no, because I came here and it became like a huge deal that I didn't have parents. If it started to hinder me, like my behavior started to change, and other things also play part of it. But while I did not know, I was growing up fine. I was growing up a smart little girl, and my grandparents were doing a great job. But I grew up a little older. I figured out things were getting bad around me, and it's like, okay, I don't have parents, so it became like that victimization came in mind, because it was kind of like my eyes were open to that I did not know. So do you feel like that's probably, you guys feel like that's something that affects people? Like now mental health is such a big thing that people are, it's like somehow hindering them in a way. I'm not saying it's wrong, because I love my career, but in some way I feel like it's hindering people.
It is, because what happened with psychiatry, first of all, it wasn't something that people of color could actually afford unless you had a certain economic, status in life to get it. We learned to cope with, deal with. It was like, you fell, you got hurt. They say you hurt, you can't play. So you realize ain't hurt. You were hurting a little bit, but you weren't hurting enough. You couldn't play. It was just stuff you had to deal with. Hey, you got a piece of candy drop on the ground. You either go pick it up, get it. I ain't giving you no more. You drop your plate. They taught you everything was, you had to kind of more or less pay attention. That was stuff that still happened, but it was always because you missed something. So that miss cost you to where it made you become more conscious of what you were doing, because you couldn't afford to miss again. You drop your ice cream. You remember dropping your ice cream, your friend giving you their ice cream too? Did you ever drop your can? And guess what?
Yeah.
What would happen if a kid dropped the ice cream? Everybody put your ice cream on the ground. Everybody take your ice cream, cut some of it off, and give it. So that way, nobody. Yeah. It made us more of a survivor. You just that's you learned you had to survive. I mean, hey, guess what you were thinking? If I get another one, I guaranteed I won't drop it. You drop your plate, they look at you, they ready to slap you across the room. Because they would tell you, get it, hold that plate, you better not drop it. Now they get to the kid, go ahead and drop it. We'll just go knock on the neighbor house and make them cook and give. Everything they do is, and this what, and I'm really big, and that's not with every race, because it's mainly directed at one race to keep them down. That's so-called Negro. This is what what people don't realize. Every other race is at a disadvantage as well. With the Caucasian. If you compare with the Caucasian, you're at a disadvantage. People, if they admit it, they'll give more advantages to Hispanics, to Chinese, to Indians, to whomever. I'm just using whomever. Then they'll give it to us. The only reason they let everybody come into America is so they can get other people to see. When you give all these people opportunity grants and you give them, just whatever, it makes the so-called Negro looks more at himself that he has to be a curse. How can you come here, don't speak English? I mean, it's any race, and you got a job, and you got a house, you got a car. I speak English, I've been here, I don't have nothing. I'm struggling. It's because it's part of the cycle of what he does. He induced us with now what he does, he will print money, put up a system, get people to falsely diagnose the so-called Negro to make him believe he has a problem. Yeah. And his problem stems from not having a father. The problem, him not having a father, is not a psychological issue. It's a misguided issue from his oppressor, because the father didn't come up missing. Lured the father. When the father thought that he could not survive in the home off of a job, he took a gun and he took on burglary or robbery. This eventually going to send him to prison, but now the white man can sit back and look at this is a failure of the fiber of the so-called Negro home. He has not looked at how he put him at a disadvantage. Any man will go and sell drugs to take care of his child. Any man will rob a bank to take care of the child. It's just that you put so many in that situation that the ones coming behind us say, well, what about the young kids coming behind? Well, the young kids coming behind them are using this sign. I'm not going to wait till I get a family to have to start robbing or have to kill or burglarize in order to take care of them. I'll start now, said this is the future he set for me. Yeah. So a lot of the problem is getting the so-called Negro man that really sit down and want to sit down and look at what has been his problem, and he has to start working to try to make sure he prevent this from happening to the next. We've already been infected with it. It's just like you'll see commercial they had years ago. You don't see no more. Remember, now the difference now, let me show you the difference with commercial. Years ago, there were commercials telling you about AIDS. What were they telling you about AIDS?
That it was only for men, gay men?
No, the commercial was telling you about using protection. They were saying how they were victims. They were trying to tell you what not to do. Okay? Against AIDS. AIDS come up. Now you see the commercial for AIDS. Guess what they show you? They're going to show you so-called Negro man with AIDS, with his partner. He might have a Hispanic partner. He might have a white partner, right? And guess what they're going to tell you? It's going to tell you about this great medicine solution that allows them to be able to know, that be able to allow you to live with AIDS. The whole end is teaching you how to live with a dysfunction.
You're right.
It was prevention. Don't go get it. I got it. Protect yourself. He said, no, we can't tell him that. We got to get him to believe that they all have it. Just learn to live with it. Don't prevent it. See, so now that's why so many of our young men are going to prison. He's not teaching them, saying, hey, I've been to prison. Don't come here. He's teaching them how to live with prison. Look at the video. They in here, hey, y'all home, man. We in here cooking it up. What y'all doing? Man, we doing haircuts in here. It's the same process he used with AIDS. He's teaching you how to live with it. And your ignorant mind is adapting to it.
Yeah, you're so right. There's a video.
No,
you sent a video a while ago where a black gay man says that he was happy to be in jail because he slept with men nonstop, and it was like quote unquote paradise for him.
So now before, remember, we were trying to prevent people from going to prison. We're saying that mass incarceration. Why would you allow this to go? You too can stop me from saying something. If I said we're gonna say SAU. We can't say that. Pull it down, take it down, get our flag. But I'm telling other young men that are watching that I'm a homosexual person who's in prison having sex with other people that should be heterosexual, and I'm telling this heaven, what am I doing? I'm teaching them the same process with AIDS, how to live with it.
Wow.
See?
That's good.
That's why you really got to be a thinker. In order to think about this, people that you see, right, are mostly people who are going to pay for it. Insurance or government programs. Correct? Guess what they came out doing years ago? They made it where it was illegal for you not to have insurance.
Really?
Government.
It's now.
You get.
I think it's still right.
It is. It's a tax finder. Why you got to have insurance?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Think about this. So they need me to psychologically buy into the process. The only way to get me to psychologically buy into the process is to put me around other people that have the deficiency, or to give me the professionals who can properly diagnose me to convince me I have a problem.
Yeah.
And my problem is due to trauma. What you will start to suggest is other things that I can do for treatment.
Yeah.
Look, people when I came along, you smoke crack, you was a crackhead. You smoke you're a geek monster. You are a junkie. No, you have a disease. It's we have to treat it. Nobody ever done this before. You either quit or you die from it. Now they give them a program to walk them through, and they still wind up dying because they get them to psychologically to buy into being failures, buy into it's not their problem. How is it not your problem when you started doing it of your own self?
Yeah. And the problem, and before I play the clip, because Tuli sent me the clip, I want to, if you disagree with me, correct me, preacher, but I feel like the problem is there. The issue is living within the problem, right? It's like if you fall in the mud, yeah, the mud is there. The problem is you staying in that mud.
There you go. And not cleaning yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
All traces of the mud. If I fell in mud, I'm going to go ahead and take the shoes. I'll take the clothes when I get home, get rid of them, make sure I wash, then I'm going to start dealing with the clothes. Where I'm going to put them somewhere where they can be handled, whether I'm going to discard them, whether the shoe, all it's going to be looking at what can be salvaged and what's got to be thrown away. That's what we do in life. What happened in your life, you got to decide what can be salvaged and what needs to be thrown away. But at the maximum, not the minimum, you got to clean yourself up.
Right.
And cleaning myself up involves I have to get rid of something. If it can't be cleaned, if it still shows stains of it, then I have to get rid of it. That goes with certain thought process, ideas, people. You got to learn, if you can't clean them up, you got to get rid of them.
Right. Get new stuff. Yep.
I still feel like a patient.
No, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know if people are finding, but I find it really interesting. Okay, here's the video.
Mm-hmm.
About to play it now. If you guys can see, or maybe you guys have to allow me to share it.
Let's see. I'm putting it up.
You guys can see it?
I put it up now. It's up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like there's evidence coming out that he was drugged through the school after hours. And I know this is coming as a shock to most of us because a lot of people fell off the case, as it's been a very long time since this took place. But I would like to say that his mom has actively and consistently been fighting and pursuing justice for her son. And I know this new piece of evidence is bringing her some type of strength. Well, I hope. I know it's not much strength you can get when losing a child, but to finally see some sort of justice and evidence coming out that supports what you've always thought, this has to be a great feeling inside of a bad situation. If you do want to contact her or send your condolences or send your support, she does run a Facebook page. She will communicate back depending on what you're reaching out about. So make sure you get over there and give her some support.
Tony, did you see the video?
I have this.
My name is Alana. I'm 46 years old, and I want to share with you the biggest.
Hold on, I'm trying. What?
I know some yoga there, but there's this other video. While you share that video with me, Tuli, there's this video with information. But it's making me log in. Let me see if I can play it like this. Okay, I could play.
Oh.
1 second. Let me see.
That's like I said. See, there's a video right there. I just sent you. I just sent you a video. You want to say that's a picture? I thought I sent a video. That was just a picture.
Yeah. Can you guys see this video real quick? It says uncovered a missing FBI report. So they had an FBI report.
In the video showing them dragging the body in.
Yeah, I think this one shows central person of interest standing next to KJ the morning he died. So can you guys see the video right now? Or can you preacher, can you allow me if you can put in there?
What's up?
Okay.
So we looked into finding that report to see if we could locate it, and we did. However, the report was heavily redacted. But then we were able to find the unredacted FBI report, and what we discovered blew us away. You see, in the redacted report, you can barely see any of the video frames. Most of the frames are blacked out, and the ones with KJ are barely recognizable. In the unredacted report, we were able to see all the video frames in full color. The report follows KJ, Brian, and Brandon's movement throughout the school for the entire day and records where they were. Not only is this further video evidence that the Bell Boys were on campus when KJ went missing, we found something that the FBI clearly didn't want us to see. Let us put them side by side so you can see what we found. Here they are. Can you see something a little odd? Look closely. There appears to be a frame on both pages that matches. How could this be? What tipped us off is KJ's yellow folder. We were going through Brian's movements, and all of a sudden, KJ's folder appeared on screen. That's right. There's a frame on KJ's side and Brian's side that is identical. The boys are standing seemingly right next to each other in the hallway.
Did you see Kendrick that day?
No. I did not.
Seeing the alleged killer of KJ standing next to him in the hallway the day he died in school has sent chills down our spines. How did no one see this frame? How did the FBI let this go? Why did it take 6 years and an independent filmmaker to find this? These are all questions that may never go answered. But what we do know for sure is that we have more facts now than we ever had. And this case needs to be reopened and re-examined with a fine-tooth comb.
There's another video that show, if y'all can look, it's another, I think, will show somebody dragging their body. From my understanding, somebody released
So that's a picture.
a video to the parents showing the body being drugged into school, dead. I saw that. I heard them saying about the family suing the FBI. I've been with you. $10 billion is ridiculous. Life is worth more than that. But let's just be practical. They're not giving it. I mean, the attorney, of course. Oh, you just put it out. Don't put stuff out there. Nobody done died worth $1 billion, let alone $10 billion. That's not. Every life is more precious than paper. But you got to understand how this country markets and makes money. How they market and make money. It's not even a conversation. 500 million, none of this. No, this is a teenage kid. When these people when the jury look at stuff like that, people got to look at this. When you pricing a person for death, okay? Like if it's a person with a newborn baby, it's the tragedy, first child, all that makes a difference on a settlement when you give it to a jury and the judge get involved. We're also looking at a kid that worked well. That paid what bills? It's exactly none. So when you start trying to get just like if you got in a car wreck, you're a homeless person. Do you expect me to pay you what I'm gonna pay Tracy Morgan? Tracy Morgan got hit by a Walmart truck. They pay him millions. Why? He made millions. He was able to show where I had shows. I had a movie I was shooting. I lost this amount of money being out. Cost me this amount of money because other people took it. And when you don't act out a certain period of time, you kind of get in the no listers. That's how he was able to get his money. If I would have got hit by a Walmart truck, I'd have got nowhere near that. See, what we'll say, oh man, Tracy Morgan got $100 million from Walmart because Tracy Morgan can show where he makes millions. If this hurt him, he might say, I have action movies I do. Because of my injuries, now I can't do action movies. So this pretty much has hurt me for the rest of my career. Meaning now Walmart look at a jury saying, that makes sense. You can't, you're a high school student who didn't have a job. Yeah. You weren't promised an NFL career with a $25 million signing bonus. So when you start to say, this is how a jury and a judge work, give us the numbers. Just like when a person goes to jail, 30 years they were in prison. Where were you working before you went? Oh, I ain't have a job. Okay, that makes a difference. So you've been in jail for 30 years. Yes, you should be compensated, but we don't even have a real dollar amount. It was like, but when you locked me up back, 30 years ago, I was making $50,000. With growth, I would have retired. I had a 401k. My money said, we got something we can argue to justify when I'm asking you for $50 million or whatever, $30 million. When I'm not sitting here and I don't have a job, I didn't have a job, I was just a wrongfully convicted bum, I just get paid for the time, but you weren't doing anything anyway. Makes sense?
Yeah.
After limiting him and all, he's worth more than that, but we're dealing with paper and we're doing how they do economics.
And we found the clip you wanted to be played. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and play it. 1 second. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me know when it's ready. And
racist system accountable. Who will? And if you don't like it, get the stuff. It ain't gonna stop. Now,
you guys can see it?
Yeah, we hear him. I got it.
On the tape.
So did y'all see the new evidence that Kendrick Johnson mama posted? It's a photo of somebody dragging her baby lifeless body through the school after hours. Shit is about to get real.
Atlanta, Georgia, April 15, 2026. Press release. Alleged new photo evidence in Kendrick Johnson scandal has surfaced. The family of Kendrick Johnson is releasing a photograph they received through anonymous and unknown sources that purports to be the lifeless body of their son, Kendrick, being dragged through the dark rooms and or corridor of the Lowndes County High School old gymnasium after hours. Make that make sense. And in the words of Gladys Knight, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. I'm here. And I told y'all on this channel, I don't let anything slide because outside of Atlanta, Georgia is the KKK headquarters. If I'm lying in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. I told y'all that ancestors don't play. After 13 years, somebody sent in the real evidence that we've been knowing. But we'll talk about that later on in this video. So before I spaz out, the judge lied. The school lied. The cops lied. The FBI lied. They all lied. Man, run the tape.
Story has gained nationwide attention, and it's a very big story out of Valdosta, Georgia. So Kendrick Johnson's family has filed a lawsuit, a $10 billion lawsuit against federal judges. So if you don't know about this story, I'm going to get into the background of it. So first, let me tell you, the parents of Kendrick Johnson, they filed the $10 billion lawsuit against federal officials. They claim the court system is protecting those responsible for their son's death. So Kenneth and Jacqueline Johnson allege that federal judges and the Northern District of Georgia joined an ongoing conspiracy to cover up the 2013 premeditated murder of the Valdosta teenager. The lawsuit was filed on March 3rd, and it names the Chief Judge Lee Martin May and some other leaders. The Johnsons claim these judges acted with a, quote, clear absence of jurisdiction to assist local and state authorities, including the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office and GBI, in a, quote, racketeering influence corruption organization, or RICO, aimed at hiding the truth about their son's death. I've read about this story for the years and followed it. This family has been seeking answers in their son's death for more than 10 years. Their complaint specifically points to materially false, fraudulent, and felonious orders entered by the judges to dismiss previous cases without due process. So here's the backstory of Kendrick Johnson. So he was found dead inside a rolled up gym mat at Lowndes County High School in January of 2013, while local and state authorities ruled the death an accidental positional asphyxia. The Johnsons have long maintained their son was murdered. The new complaint highlights evidence from an FBI case file indicating an investigator told the coroner, quote, that an autopsy was not needed because the death was an accident before a full investigation was completed. The family also points to crime scene photos they say show severe non-accidental blunt force trauma and a skull fracture. The other side, here's what they're saying. In previous proceedings, the GBI and other state defendants have filed motions to dismiss the Johnsons' claims, often citing 11th Amendment state sovereign immunity.
Kendrick Johnson released this statement. He only recently received a copy of this photograph and are currently considering the third-party claims as well as its authenticity. We believe the source was employed for the Lowndes County School District Information Technology Department when Kendrick was murdered. Preliminary analysis by our investigative teams determined the photo is not likely AI generated or a deep fake. Make that make sense. So why are news outlets not talking about this? I mean, the picture is blurry as hell, but you can see someone is dragging him. I keep telling y'all, man, in these racist towns, these racist Caucasian people, they stick together, right or wrong, no matter what. I'm talking about the schools, the hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, the coroners, the media, even the investigators. They all lie, bro. They all stick together and they all lie when something happens to Black Americans. That's why I gotta call them out, name by name. It is what it is. Kendrick Johnson's case resurfaced after his family accused federal judges Lee Martin May and Sarah Girardi, along with Dr. Mary Ann Gaffney Craft, Lieutenant Scribe Jones, investigators Jack Winninghas, James Thornton, and Officer Gerardo Morales of falsifying reports and covering up evidence, while the Georgia Bureau of Investigation still maintains his death was accidental. Make that make sense. So let me get this straight. His death was accidental, but y'all falsify all the reports. So what you talking about, Willis? If the judges lying, if the investigators lying, if the cops lying, if the school lying, if the hospitals lying, what else they lying about in Georgia, huh? These people really playing in our faces, bro. They did all that lying just to protect two crack. You know what? I ain't gonna say that word. They did all that lying just to protect two Caucasian boys, you big dummies. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, because after Brian and Brendan Bell was accused of murdering Kendrick Johnson, the rabbit hole got even deeper. Check this out. The Bell brothers' father, Richard Bell, was an FBI agent at the time, which brought added attention and speculation to the case. There were also questions raised about surveillance cameras at Lowndes High School, with reports that some cameras in the gym area were not active or didn't capture the incident. Make that make sense. And in the words of Johnny Taylor, everything's out in the open. There is nothing left to hide. Their father was an FBI agent, bro. So of course they're gonna lie about everything. Of course they're gonna say his death was an accident. And how ironic, it's always an accident when Black people die in mysterious ways. I mean, if I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. But I told y'all earlier, the ancestors don't play. 13 years later, now it's a $500,000 reward for any information. 13 years later, it's photo proof that Kendrick Johnson was murdered. 13 years later, all over social media, our people still standing on business. And I love that shit. After the autopsy, most of Kendrick's major internal organs were not in his body, including the heart, lungs, liver, and other organs after being removed during the examination by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which later led to controversy when they were not returned. Make that make sense. And you got people calling me a Black racist. How, Sway? On this channel, I've been saying in Georgia, they kidnap our people, then they murder them, and they steal their organs. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all forgot? Well, what about this? Quador and Lazora Lewis, the twins, 18 years old, found dead on top of a mountain in Hiawassee, Georgia, in a sundown town. And all of a sudden, no cameras worked. All of a sudden, no one knew anything. Or what about this one? Devin Jeter, a Navy sailor, only 25 years old, bro, found dead in the river in Lumber City in Telfair County, another racist county in Georgia, bro. And all of a sudden, they couldn't find the tracker on the car. He rented a car, bro. He was going to base. He rented a car from Atlanta Airport, and they couldn't track the car down, bro. They said someone was fishing and found his body, bro. So you could rent a car from the airport and they can't track the car? Like, what are they talking about, bro? I can go on and on. Look, as Black Americans, these people do not rock with us. But when it comes to racism, they stick together, right or wrong. I told y'all, bro, the game is cold. And you already know, before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Look, Kendrick was supposed to be 30 years old this year, man. He was going to turn 30 years old. And you think I'm going to let that slide? Hell no. Because when it comes to black people, when we commit crimes, when we get accused of committing a crime, they arresting you right away. They putting your mug shot up right away. If I'm lying in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. Look at Carmelo Anthony, bro. He was defending himself, man. Self-defense, first-degree murder. You never see Caucasian people get first-degree murder, man. Caucasian cops, nothing. It's always manslaughter when it comes to them. Or they get sent home with nothing. Carmelo Anthony got first-degree murder. When black people get charged with anything, when we commit a crime, even if we innocent, bro, they putting your mug shot up everywhere on every platform. It's gonna be on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. But when it comes to Caucasian people, they say, "Oh, we gotta do an investigation." What you talking about, Willis? The evidence is right here. Matter of fact, man, before I spaz out again, thank you to the Johnson family for not giving up. Rest in peace to Kendrick Johnson. Man, I'm out, bro.
He got a lot of issues. He's a really very active and more. I just sent another video of another case, but this case definitely is the one that needs to be discussed. The last one I just sent is one you definitely want to play.
This is gonna back up what he just said. Actually, I have it.
But this whole case just shows you. I don't think anybody let it go. They learn how to move things out of our sight. But the thing, what happened with the so-called Negro, he gets caught up when it's summertime. He get caught up when it's baseball World Series. He get caught up on basketball playoffs, championship. He gets caught in football championships. March Madness. He gets stuff that keep him deranged and unconscious. At some point, we have to become conscious of our own situations. We have to be able to deal with situations that affect us and not allow other people to do it. The people who victimize us are the same people that arrest us, are the same people that judge us, and the people that do the crimes against us. So it has become a situation. I've said it before. I think that each and every race should have their own districts and areas. And you free to migrate whomever, ain't against any of that. Only reason why I say that, because everybody needs to have a legal system that favors them to make sure they get fairness. It's not possible for the so-called Negro. When he look at this now, okay, a picture comes up. So this picture's been here for 13 years, 14 years. So who said that picture this long? I know it, but the thing is, so the picture ain't new. How many white people this picture gone through the hands of? If you had it, surely the FBI, nobody's called for criminal prosecution. You're gonna go to jail for letting it out. They're gonna blame you, whoever you are who released that picture, who conscience finally got to them and realized this is too much. Usually when somebody breaks, it's the fact of how long they can keep something. And it's because it lies in their hand. They look at, if it's gonna make them look bad, then they can keep it away. Now by the right now, people of color not finna go march on the streets and burn down none of that. First of all, gas too high. Okay, you barely got a job with everything going on. You just can't afford to do it. But it just goes to show you where we at today in society.
Right. Okay, so here it is. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying here. I'm not complaining like the Love Doctor they're saying.
Doing a great job. Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Let me percent. Okay, here it is.
He was facing a 78-year sentence, was granted youthful offender status. As Fox 25's Paige Taylor shows us community members expressing frustration with the decision.
People gathering at the Payne County Courthouse today with signs in hand to make their voices heard, calling for justice.
This body cam footage shows then 17-year-old Jesse Butler being arrested at his home in Stillwater earlier this year. He was convicted of 11 charges in total. 10 charges related to rape, including domestic assault and battery by strangulation and rape by instrumentation, and 1 charge for violating a protection order. Records show the charges stem from incidents with 2 different victims. He pleaded no contest, and what was originally a 78-year sentence was changed after he was given youthful offender status. Now we're learning he will have to do community service and attend counseling and faces no jail time.
The justice system here in Stillwater has allowed a violent sex offender to walk free. Not only is he currently free and loose on the streets, he's a virtual student at Stillwater Public Schools as a senior. And after he finishes having this slap on the wrist, he doesn't even have to register as a sex offender.
During a protest on Wednesday, people lined the streets, including students.
It really means a lot to show that there's a lot of people out here that really care and really want to make this world better and get people like him off the streets.
Justice top of mind for students in attendance.
I want him to get what he deserves. He needs to be prosecuted. Worthington needs out of office.
It makes me hopeful that in those situations we might get more justice for people.
This was an all-day event starting in the morning and going well into the afternoon. Reporting in Payne County, Paige Taylor, Fox 25 News.
How does an online vision?
So okay, what are we looking at that different?
Now it's funny because I had a similar video of that at the beginning. It shows everyone included in that trial, the judge, the police involved that let him go.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they I don't want to, like you said, not everyone is the same, but they support each other. Maybe that's one of the things we need to learn is support each other, and that's what they do, and we need to learn to do.
We just got to not support each other when we're wrong. That's the difference with them. We're not just gonna agree with, you know what I'm saying, because of the fact it's wrong. So I won't agree with that. You know, I ain't saying you saying, go along with somebody wrong. The problem becomes with them, becomes most dangerous, the fact they're wrong. And it's like you allow these people to keep going and you see they're wrong. You're more the problem than you are the solution. And the problem why, and that's the key white dumbness on top. It ain't about just equality, it's about making sure whites stay on top. That more people, color, Hispanic, others are incarcerated, not them. When whites, what did he do wrong? Rape has been going on since they met us, slavery. When they conquered the islands, Columbus, rape always, this is whatever reason is, they can't fight without raping.
They raped, killed.
Yeah, come on, man, babies, all the whole night. How many times did this happen? The Israeli soldiers did the same thing. They were showing Palestinian men that got out, talking about how they were raped brutally, stuff shoved in their behind. Why am I shoving something in a man's behind? This man needed surgery, he was bleeding. They had to find it. And rods in these people. It's like this is bigger than just war. This is a sickness. It's about the framing. And of course, they from Germany. This is the same practice. This is what I'm saying. It's the European dialect. It's the insult to deframe you and and just make you less than a human being. And again, no, it ain't every white person. We're talking about the oppressive part of a system.
Right.
And there is Hispanics that's bad, it's whites that's bad, it's blacks that's bad, it's Indians that's bad, it's Chinese that's bad, whatever the nationality, everybody, Albanian, whomever, Russia, everybody, but they're great people in every one of our races. It's just enough of us are not standing up.
That's right.
We victims of these people. Unless we come out and start saying, oh, well, whites killed us, so that way a black guy, quote unquote black, he's justified in raping a baby. No, he's not. It was wrong when they did it to a baby. It's wrong when one of us do it to a baby. I don't care what. Nobody with any real cool, any human part of himself would never agree with something so stupid of a blatant retarded conversation of where they did it to us. Man, stop it.
And they want to see the judge that allowed it. So I'm gonna play that real quick. a judge who allowed this guy to get away with it. So here is, let me see if it lets me play the video. Oh, it makes me, no, I don't think so. Here it is.
Ain't that too? She getting old.
I'm in here.
You met? No, I married. That's on me. I know I married a woman 40, 35 years old. What I was expecting.
Okay, hold on. Do you guys see it?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Investigators say the crimes happened over multiple months in 2024 when Butler was around 17 years old. Victim statements from both girls say Butler forced them to perform sexual acts, and both say Butler strangled them to the point of unconsciousness.
On paper, if convicted of all counts, Jesse was staring down 78 years in prison. But almost immediately after it, it was revealed that the sentence was fully suspended because of the youthful offender designation. Meaning, instead of prison, Jesse was ordered to complete 150 hours of community service. The judge who approved that suspended sentence was Judge Susan Worthington, a name that people in Payne County know very well. She's part of a family that is basically judicial royalty over there. And soon people started realizing that this was not the first time that she had been criticized for how she handled a violent offender. Back in 2018, a man named Seth Swaim was caught sexually communicating with a minor, also stalking her, even trying to crawl through her bedroom window. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but he only served 8 months. And then a few years later, in 2024, he reoffended. And guess who the judge was that time around? Susan Worthington. Again. Now, for documents, she cut his bond in half. She cut it from $100,000 down to $50,000, even though Seth was already on the registry and still on probation from his previous conviction. And after that bond reduction, Seth bailed out. And what happened next is infuriating because he allegedly went on to violate a protective order 11 separate times. And each time, Judge Worthington would set his bail somewhere between $500 and $1,000, which with that, each time, Seth walked free. So now when Jesse Butler's sentence came out, people started connecting the dots. Another violent offender, another pattern of leniency, and another reason to ask the question everyone was thinking, what is really going on here? Then came the detail that really blew the lid off. Judge Worthington is an OSU alumna. Jesse's father works in OSU's athletics department as the director of football operations. And when the sentence became public, the community erupted.
No justice, no peace. We're done. We're done not saying anything. We're done allowing to walk free. We're done seeing the people in charge allowing this to happen.
Today, Jesse Butler is still under youthful offender supervision. No prison, no bars, just daily check-ins and treatment and monitoring until he turns 19 years old. How do you go from 78 years all the way down to walking free? Many people believe that Jesse's OSU connections made this outcome possible.
I mean, this is a system that's always been in system, always been in play. I mean, for people of color, I can't, I like people. Oh, what? I mean, are we honestly, are we serious? Medgar Evers, his killer walked away free time. They'll be convicted with an all-white jury. All these people, this has been years and years of practice. This is how they stay on the street and you stay incarcerated, people. What you do with this is not go with the outrage, but you start to go with the correction that you got to start making. You got to start building, establishing yourself. I'm a major proponent of teaching our people how to work together and start to build with people that's like-minded. Not when I say my people or our people as a color, but our people with a mindset for living right and doing the right thing. You have to, because you won't make it. How can you win with a system like that? It's designed and predicated. He's a white male. They need him. He has all of the proper tools to be a successful white man. You rape a woman, you get away from it. You have college connection. Do y'all know how many girls are raped in college?
Yeah.
Going to parties, getting drunk, getting them on drugs, getting them so guess what? They need him. And who are these people typically raped by? Athletes who are taught privilege, white men. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. Tula's so tired. We appreciate
Tuli, wait.
You've been gone so long. Don't even worry about it.
I heard you.
You are rocking. I mean, I'm trying to help all y'all. Listen, man. Anybody out there don't listen to me. If you marry a woman older than you, you get what comes to you. If I known this, back when she told me, oh, I'm gonna be able to keep doing it. I'm young. You know what I'm saying?
When she was doing the sausage and eggs.
I'm young, high school. You know, go, oh yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, man, I can teach you something. Oh, I'm gonna cook you some spices. Because I'm saying, wow, this gonna be forever, not knowing she gonna break down.
You thought it was gonna be fun.
Somewhere. I had to be somewhere at 6:30 this morning. Not get up, be somewhere. Very important.
Wow. Well, she woke up early, so
You gotta be somewhere all the time. Listen, my job never ends. I listened to a lady that had to give me some people owe some money. I gotta tell them I put some liens out, but I got people just mess me up so bad. But anyway, they told me, oh, I work 6 days a week. I said, lady, I work every day. I said, listen, I'm constantly working. I said, my jobs don't let me off. I got to work on Shabbat and still be blamed. It's never ending. Then I get finished. I got to go see Dr. Dell and get brutalized.
almost killed.
Yeah, he almost killed me. Who that? Love Doctor tricked me too, talking about he can keep up with this spring chicken. Child, I could have told you before you got that man. That man ain't got nothing. He ain't got a look nothing. Ain't got nothing in him to get him up to keep up with no spring.
Same thing with my husband, hon. He can't keep up with this young person.
Please stop it.
He tries to though.
He tried to. Look at him, dang. Everybody won't be like me. We glad you're doing all right, Stassi. You could have came on tonight. Yeah, she was injured tonight. And love Donna. Y'all seen that high? Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. See, Love Donna, SOP. Well, we miss Love Donna because right about now, we'd have told you shut up at least 50.
Even has so much peace.
The video we told you to play. How many times? God, get them help.
Which one? You guys are wrong all the time.
Looking good, feeling good, and like what are you talking about? That man neck is so tiny. That man head, it's like a witch doctor stuck his head on a stick. He ain't got no neck. That way where to turn neck.
Oh, I never knew that, preacher.
No,
I never knew that.
No neck.
So the other time we saw it, I was like, I understand. Yeah. You know, we have to be understanding. That's just part of our. But yeah, Tuli left us. I think she's gone.
Listen, God. You heard the people talking. Oh, Doctor, you have done so well. Look, you done interviewed me, cured me from Black Madness, and you made play. You said, okay. Let me play this video and I'll come back to you.
I was so glad. Look, everything I've been wanting to everybody found it so interesting. There's a lot of questions people would love to ask. So it's a privilege for me to be able to ask these questions to you. And I took advantage that the Love Doctor is not here today. I was able to ask you those questions. Yeah. And I'm sure other people are curious and help other people as well. Lady V's here to visit us. Can you let her in?
Okay. Oh, come on, Lady V. We're gonna get you. Come on, country. I did see Ian up there earlier. Ian, you still there? Hello, shalom.
How are you? One of our viewers.
Oh, we have somebody who can tell us about direct descendant who was a slave with Harriet Tubman.
Whoa.
When Harriet Tubman will fall out, because did you know that Harriet Tubman used to have seizures? She will fall out, Resident Jones.
I know she ain't come back just for this.
Yeah, so when she will fall out, when she wore a dress, so she fall out, you'll never know what the men do. So Valerie was in charge of sitting on her dress.
That's what I always wonder. Oh.
Yeah. Tuli was gone. I want people to know Tuli was gone, and she heard I was on here. She came back.
What?
She just woke up.
Tawanya, Tuli left.
Harriet, that's Harriet. I was sitting on Harriet's dress. But nevertheless, I have an awesome joke for you guys.
Go ahead. I know it's not.
Ooh, if I would have known it was about this, we would have not allowed. I'm playing. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm already laughing. Oh goodness. Okay. Let me gather myself.
That laughing.
All right, here we go. Now, for real, here we go. What do you call an inmate getting tased?
A what?
An inmate getting tased.
Inmate getting paid. Go
Hold on.
ahead.
You know?
Intention?
I don't know.
No.
That's a
Shaka
slave.
Khan.
What?
Shaka Khan.
Richard, you see
I
why
don't
we
get that.
thought? You see why we thought?
How do you not get it?
I don't
This
get
is
that.
terrible. She don't either. Listen.
Shaka Khan.
Where's the shock at?
What's that? Oh my
I'm
goodness!
so
Shock.
glad. No, listen, that was great.
No, for real though. Shaka Khan. I don't get the money paying.
Are you
I
trying
don't
to
get-
say we supposed to be shocked because the con getting paid?
No, sir. He's getting tased. The inmate is getting tased, so it's a shock. And he's a con.
What's the shock?
Shaka Khan.
Man, Miko, I get it, but it's just not funny. It's just
I don't get it.
Me and Joe don't get it. It's terrible.
Shock a con, like
What is
I
a
know,
shock?
I know why you guys don't get it.
Terrible. Extremely. Everybody like it's terrible. It's like, and you like she was when she kept laughing, it was like
Listen, do you have another one so that you can kind of like fix this issue right now? Because right now you're really deep in the mud.
To fix the issue? Oh, that's going to be tight right there.
Shaka Khan.
It's terrible. Shock.
I can't believe y'all. Wait, I can't believe y'all didn't get Shaka Khan. That's good stuff.
Wait a minute, hold on. We can't move forward though. Seriously. Shock. I'm really trying to figure out what does that have to do with money and being paid. Shock.
Who said something about money?
You said inmate didn't get paid.
Getting tased. T-A-S-E-D. Tased.
Yeah, it's like you said.
Oh, that's why they don't get it.
Paid. P-A-I-D.
No.
Tased.
T-A-Z-E.
Oh, okay. Now that
Tased.
makes sense, but it ain't funny, but it makes sense.
Oh, God.
You the one saying, what you call it? You might salary every week.
You said they get a salary, right?
Yeah, get a salary every week.
I didn't say anything about that. You know what? You guys are misconstruing my words. I don't appreciate it. And
what do you call it? What do you
gotta
call
make
an
us
inmate
pay by
getting
not telling
tased?
us any more jokes. Make us.
I said, yes. What do you call an inmate that's getting tased? Shaka Khan.
Oh, okay, but still.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not funny.
You're retarded.
Chelsea,
It's not.
You want to know who else not funny?
Okay, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it.
She on drugs.
Oh man, she dropped. Oh no, there's no more connection.
Wow, no more
Oh
yeah.
no.
Now, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Oh man, what we gonna do? Wow.
Wow, I think she dropped out of the line.
We're lucky. Yeah, we're lucky.
Oh man.
Oh, she back. We weren't. See now?
Oh, okay, you're right there.
Terrible. I mean, she can't like explain the joke totally different. I still have like
And it
zero.
still ain't funny.
Still ain't funny.
It's always, I told you, preacher, her jokes are something else.
They're terrible.
Terrible.
I know what she wants to say. What she wants to say. Andrew, absolutely. There she go. You know what? You're a violent joke teller. We don't know why.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hello, Bueno, how are
What's
you?
going on, Lamo?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. What more can I say?
Ain't told the truth yet. Once you just go and get up with Val, y'all go on the road with them jokes.
Well, I just wanted to congratulate Val on the bravery of telling the joke. Because I make it look easy, but it takes a lot. You want to work on your enunciation. That's what you want to go with today: is enunciation and pronunciation.
You don't want to just throw stuff out your mouth. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So can you tell her what event happened in your life that made you change and start getting your jokes funny?
Well, when I stopped trying to be funny and I just let it happen, you know, telling jokes is like a relationship. You can't force it to happen. You just gotta let it happen, Val. So I just want to tell you to let it happen.
So you saying she forced that one?
She forcing it. She forcing it.
Like one of them people, like they try to push a coot out and a turtle here and shoot.
Exactly. But Val, I say that to say is the only reason you get correction is because you was wrong and I want you to be right.
Yeah.
So now you got the opportunity to be right. Don't give up. Just stay at it. Don't give up.
All the time. Don't
That's my saying for the night. That's my stand for the night, matter of fact.
What is your saying for the night? It's terrible.
Don't give up, Val. Just stay at it.
That's his saying. Look at that.
That's so awesome.
Somebody
Great
say
advice.
you've been in Dr. Joe tequila again. He's just a drunk. Yeah, they
I'm
got
trying to figure out what the tequila is. I have a feeling he has some sort of tequila he likes that he wants me to buy.
But I was calling because I wanted to make a public announcement real quick. I won't be able to stay with y'all long, but I did want to make an announcement. And Val, I'm glad that you're here. LV, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I want everybody under the sound of my voice in the United States, in Europe, in China, all over the World Wide Web, and for those people that are on the moon right now in the space station, I want to let y'all know
Go ahead.
that right here today, I want to confess that I ate the best watermelon this year. Watermelon season has now begun, ladies and gentlemen. Get your watermelon while they last. The season is here.
April?
No, it's not.
You got to get them from another state. You're not getting them from Georgia.
No, you don't got to get them from another state. You just go right down the road. I just went right down the street and I bought it from the grocery store. You ain't got to go to another state, preacher.
Okay.
Get me one. I'm gonna test
What
it.
grocery store? Yeah, what grocery store you bought it from that grew it here in Georgia?
Because I'm not getting paid for advertising, I'm not gonna tell y'all around the World Wide Web so that everybody will go there and flood that store. That store needs to pay me. But in private, I'll let y'all know in private.
You
Don't
better bring it.
don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah, be about it. Bring it up. Let us see. Bring it up.
Don't even talk about it. Just
Bring
be
it this
about it.
weekend. We're gonna see.
Otherwise, it's dead like Val joke was. We don't hear that food. Bring it on. Bring it up with you. Stop and pick up one. Bring it on back. So we can find it.
Exactly.
I got one in the refrigerator right now. Marinate. Only thing better than a good watermelon is a good cold watermelon.
That's it. Man, go to that store and get one. We need one. I need to find out what it's about. Be about it. Don't talk about it.
But listen, I appreciate y'all. Miss y'all. All the people in the radio land, all the comments. I know. I'm sorry when they responded to y'all emails. Appreciate y'all. Liz did have a video I sent to y'all. If y'all can play Liz's video, I appreciate y'all. And on that note, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.
We love you
Thank
too,
you too, darling.
Wait, you want to introduce the pick a site with us? We don't have the little video. Do we have the video too, Lee?
Yes, I sent one.
Oh, let me see. Oh
You
no,
can The introduction of pick a side.
no, I haven't.
Oh, we didn't get it. Oh, come on,
He don't have it because I don't have it on. It's on his computer. His computer.
Oh, so we don't have that song.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're about to start.
All right. Well, appreciate you. Two Liz, that's your pajamas outfit. That's your pajama shirt, or you actually wore that in public today?
Oh
I
no,
wore this in
he
public
didn't.
No,
he didn't. You're not about to. Not really.
This ain't what you want because I can't see you. This ain't what you want right here.
Right. That's right.
You don't want to do it. Stay on. Get back on that porch.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shirt. I actually like that shirt. I used to have the same shirt, but then my mom got a job.
I tried to get you to say that that was dope. That was your to get my rooster legs. Make sure you bring that watermelon, man. We need that watermelon. Oh, no, not for you, Placey. I just did that. I eat some watermelon personally. I know I'm a mess on myself. I eat 2 straight watermelon, but I eat it just to mess on myself. Hurt my feelings.
Okay, so we have a pick a side.
We got to pick a side.
All right, then. Go,
We have a
Joe.
pick a side that one of the audience sent us. I don't know if you have one too, preacher. So
Let me see. I can do
you
what?
have one too, or you just this one? Woo! Here it goes.
Damn.
We haven't seen it yet. We shall see what they sent us. Share screen. Here it goes. Oh, no.
Oh, hold on.
Talk.
Okay.
All right. And so this is the thing, right? Did you ever find out who the daddy was? Was it me or was it him? If it wasn't him, then it was me. But did you ever find out?
It's been 20 years. You wasn't concerned then. There's no need to be concerned now.
Well, the reason why I wasn't
business.
Listen, the reason why I wasn't concerned is because when you told me you was pregnant, I asked you wasn't mine. The only reason why I asked you wasn't mine because we was each other's side piece. I had a woman, you had a man, so it could have been either his or yours because we damn sure wasn't strapping up. So that's the only reason why I asked that question. But here we are 20 years later, and I need to find out if that's my son or not.
Now, what difference does it make 20 years later?
Okay, all right. Well, the reason why I want to know now is because my daughter came to me and told me after a year she'd been dealing with this dude and she wanted me to meet him. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I meet him. Me and him meet up, and I asked some questions about his family. He get to showing me a picture of his family. You happen to be his mama. So we need to figure out if that's my son, because if that's my son, he fucking his sister. And we need to stop that shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. That's the same thing I said. I didn't tell him who I was, but when I seen your picture and you the mama, oh man, this is it. I told my daughter though, because I told my daughter she needed to leave him alone, and I told her not to say nothing to him until I find out for sure. So you gotta figure out a way to get this dude to get a DNA test, because he's 20 years old and he probably gonna ask questions. You see what I'm saying? So we need to figure this out, because he might be fucking his sister. My daughter might be fucking her brother.
Well, are you 100% sure that they already slept together?
They've been together for a year.
Okay.
She finally decides she want me to meet him because he's some old good guy. She in love with the dude.
Oh, shit. God damn. Fuck.
See, you should have just told me. You know, we should have just look when oh my gosh. When the boy was born, you either should have found out if dude was a daddy or should have came and hollered at me, and we would have found out if I was a daddy. Then we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, he was my side, and I wasn't trying to keep you around for long anyway. So I wasn't concerned. And I know he gonna take care of him regardless.
Man, see, yeah. And he ain't never want no DNA test?
Why would he? I'm his wife.
Oh, he gonna be mad. That's my son. You got a 20-year-old son, right?
I do.
The one that you was pregnant with when the last time we talked?
Okay.
All right. And so this is the thing, right? Did you ever find out who the daddy was? Was it me or was it him? If it wasn't him, then it was.
I think it's right again.
That's it. That thing got me sick just last time.
And it's crazy. It's like, oh, you were just a side piece, but she was having sex with no protection.
It's hot, but you know what life come at to show you when you make choice and make decisions. They got to sit back and look at now. Both of their decisions came back to harm, and they affected the kids. That's the problem. That's affecting them. You know, they're the victim of bad parenting and bad decision making. You know what I'm saying? Why she looking at, oh, I'm sleeping around, why he not? Now you're put in a situation where this boy, if that really a real clip, I don't see why he would have videoed that and put it public. But just say if, but I wouldn't be surprised stuff like this does happen in life.
Right.
what it says to everybody, you need to know your kids and you need to get responsible. And you need to just not just be out here willy-nilly. I used to be willy-nilly like that, but you realize, man, you know, and it's unfortunate like he is now. They looking at now 20 years later decisions, 21 years later decisions, not decisions that should have been thought through, considered then when it happened. Now you got other people that's very, this girl feelings are out here. She's fornicating, so you hear her, but you know, it's just a lot of people that's gonna mess him up. You know what I'm saying? It's just they done a lot of damage.
Right.
Both of them did a lot of damage. And you know, shame on them. I'm talking about shame on them to the end. They both need their behind whip.
Right.
Little razors on the end of the dun, on the end of the belt. And I don't want to kill them, just nice little slits and then throw some dun alcohol on their behind. And see they want to have sex then. Because you just screwed up these kids if that was a true scenario.
Yeah. And if they would have sex, it's over. Does
Yeah.
anybody have any other pick a side?
Woo, that one got me sick. I don't know. I don't pick that. I think we don't pick our side. That side, that tore my side up right there. Ooh, that was a lot. What is that? Man, what is that?
Mama crazy.
Y'all but when she just said that, you think they'll study it? That's all that tell you we need to know right now. That happens a lot. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't know their relative. That's why these people need to know.
Go to the family reunion. Y'all better go to the family reunions.
Well,
That's right.
find out your uncle is your daddy. Your auntie could be your cousin. Where you going to find your best friend is your daddy?
What?
I mean, it's just, world's so funny, you'll never know. Then you find your grandmama actually your stepmama.
What?
It's just so much, I don't know, man. It's just life. So much going on. You got
I don't know at this point. That's crazy.
At that point, man, you don't know what you might go and find. And then right, find out your daddy, your auntie. There's just so much going on. You don't never know these days. But I know she done got old, got tired too. We definitely appreciate y'all tonight. This has been grooving. Resident Joe, may I say you have done an extraordinary job getting it up, getting it going, especially getting the website, not having Love Doctor here. Love Doctor, you know, we miss you. I mean, we missed the nonsense. Stupid comment.
We had nobody to yell at.
In the video, not following direction. You just don't know how much we really missed that.
That's true.
Great. I mean, how many times we done insulted each other? How many times we done yell? What are you doing? Wrong video, Resident. Why are you doing? Pay attention. How many times I gotta tell y'all?
You guys send me the link wrong.
Send me the link.
What link? What link?
I asked you to send the link. Label it. I told you. Just like you see what Tuesday did. The number and the link.
If y'all got, listen, ultimately, if y'all are sick, like, wait a minute.
Nobody helps me.
Okay. I tell y'all what, I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go.
The rooster leg, don't come to bed. Like, what?
You guys don't know how to cook the rooster wings.
She said she rolled up on rooster leg. What are you talking about? His own world going. We don't know what it is. Stasha, listen. Child, listen. We're so glad you better. Nobody else can take it but you.
Oh gosh, hilarious!
Wow,
Listen.
yeah, she did. She did her thing.
Listen, you did a lot of, listen. I just sit here thinking. You think about it, we don't have to do it for a 2.5 hour show, 2 hour show. Think about it, she got to do it every day.
Yep.
He can't hear. He can't remember nothing. He don't know what's going on. Then, can you imagine your husband in the bed at night with a turtleneck on? He taking a shower with a turtleneck.
No.
I'm
going to do rooster wings.
he dried off. He going straight out there to cook them rooster wings. You like, man, please.
See him cooking rooster wings outside with a turtleneck.
And then turd burgers. You had to put 6 of them on a bun. And then you put them in a hot dog bun. They won't even fit on 2 regular on a hamburger bun. What are we gonna do with this man? Listen, it's been beautiful. Listen,
he's trying.
He's really trying. He's really trying. But we just glad we just able to get through and just keep up with it. But it's been beautiful tonight. Been beautiful. Appreciate the conversation. Always looking and hoping that we left you guys with something to consider. We know, with the news stories with the young Caucasian kid, and I blame the judge and I blame the parents. He's a child. It's not right what he's done at all. But you got to start looking at the rearing of what puts a person and sets a teenager off the rape. The violent rape somebody, that's a real hatred for women or whatever it might be that he has, or his feel for dominating to that extreme and being a child bottled with that kind of hate. You really got to get in and investigate the home. And a good judge and a good friend would have said, what's going on at home? That's the first place I check. Not saying that it could very well be it's not, but a lot of times you want to ask yourself, where did he pick up on this from? That it was okay. And then to be good with himself. I don't know if he is, but if he's good with himself, like, okay, I'm getting this community service versus I did wrong. I did real bad. I'm scared of myself. Because he needs some real psychological help to get into the inner parts of his mind and find what's really ticking and going on. Because if he continues on that path, he's going to be a person that's going to lay up a lot of bodies if he hadn't already done it. And that one he was caught with, you got to ask yourself, who had been caught. A lot of women who've been traumatically raped don't even come forward, especially when they feel like, the thing about this, he got probation. When I ain't probation, community service, and got off. So in that town, think about this. How many people scared of him?
Yeah. And what's the point? They're not going to do anything.
The head judge is covering for me. My dad's a big-time football coach. No university will fight for perspective. They're a winning team. Yeah. It's scary, and that needs to be stopped. But with that being said, we definitely, again, your call, which our expectation that we left some with you. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Don't be afraid to hit the cash out. We ain't smoking drugs and buying kids. We actually look at gathering whatever we get, and we can try to put back out to be able to help others. And we pay for this show to be on as well. It's not free, so we appreciate whatever you do. Not begging, but we definitely let you know we for sale, so you can buy. We're not begging, but you can buy. We for sale. And if we've got too much integrity, we can't be bought. We can be rented. So just remember, if it's an integrity thing, you can rent us. Don't forget, if anybody asks you, did you mind? You tell me you always mind. Every Thursday night right here on Two Mics and My Mind. If nobody else told you they love you, hey, we love you. And our language is called a hopper. Tula. Well, love Dr. Love, rooster tail, turtleneck, wobbly knees, and Resident Joe, take us home. But yo. Here we go.
You gonna go picture, or do you want me? Who goes first?
I try one. How about listen? Let's see. I guess I'll think about I don't know. You go. I'm trying to catch on. Let me go. I'm gonna follow you. Let me see what you got. Oh, she ready. Go on the
I'm ready. We had a great conversation today. I appreciate the answers you gave. So with that being said, know that trauma may shape your story, but it does not define your ending.
Whoa. Lord, this she come. You came out the box.
It's because Love Doctor's not here, so my brain is calm.
Yeah, you got a clear mind. Listen, beautiful. Well said. That is definitely the truth. That is definitely true. Let me think. I got one. Go ahead. Here we go. Go ahead.
Come on, Tulu.
Trauma creates change you don't choose. Healing is about creating change you do choose.
That's right. That's right.
Based on what you've been saying, I'm still stuck on that time you were talking about, like your legs fall off and you die, you on ICU, it don't matter. So, I mean, this is like major. I mean, I don't know how that works. I'm on death. I mean, your legs fall off, hey, you get shot, killed, you on life support.
Well, I thought it was good.
No, that was. I'm saying that's why I'm scared. I can't come up. Okay,
it's just a trauma thing.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Y'all just really got it. I mean, I'm like, I guess, if you are the wind beneath my wing, don't let it just be a song to motivate you to keep going on.
Preacher, how come you give them an advice that they should follow to overcome their trauma? Because you've been giving such great advice today.
Wow. I guess what the thing I guess I would say just overcoming trauma. Overcoming your trauma. I think that would be something that you really have to sit down and look at yourself and look at, are you good with the hurt? And the answer would typically going to be no. Then it's really just making the preservation to start to move into healing, which is, starting to make decisions that, get you away as far as you can from the situation. Not that the situation will ever go away. Don't ever look for that. Oh, I just wanted to go away. It doesn't go away. You learn to live with it by learning how to deal with it.
I like that.
Yeah, none of my traumas are going away. I just learned how to live with it by learning how to deal with it.
That's right. There you go.
Well, I appreciate it. Look at that. See, she done doctored on me and got me a saying. She ain't letting my wind beneath the wings. I appreciate it. You ladies been great tonight. We appreciate y'all. Everybody, our audience, we can't say enough of how much you guys mean to us. Always here. We can't do what we do without you, and we appreciate you guys. Y'all always welcome to come on the other side. Y'all sit silently. Y'all can start coming on the other side and let us see you. Hey, let's engage. Let's get better. Let's all heal. Let's all get better. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Tula, give us the store-bought one before we go. Love Doctor, we miss you tonight. That's why what we threw didn't hit you. We miss
I like that. That's it right there.
That's it.
That's the biggest one.
Right there. That's got it. Them
That's
balls.
it. That's got it for us. Like bars.
We miss you. What we threw didn't hit you.
I like that. That's it. We about to go. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me see how to get out of here first. Hold on.
I think Preacher got to do it. I don't know if you could do it.
No, I can do it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
All right, we out of here. Bye. Let's see. Did it play? Oh, you might be right. Hold on.
It ain't me.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. 2 mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind. 2 nights and a mind.
All right, you do something better. I do something better. Guess what? We'll be better together.
Hit the cash out. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe.
Y'all.
All the reels tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you then. Oh, I ain't even end the show yet. Good gracious. Okay, let me see. There we go.